everybody, welcome to the Ask a Realtor show. I'm here today with Miss Courtney to my right, Miss Diane Altieri, another agent here at Castlegate, and our special guest today is Vinny, also known as Vincent or Vincenzo if you speak Italian. He's an inspector with Comfort Spec. Comfort Spec, like comfortable inspection. We just had a dynamite luncheon here today. They came and they taught us some things.
Brought us food.
Really good food.
Really good food.
And anyone who knows us, we love food. So we did ask them back. But in the meantime, Vince here is going to talk to us a little bit about some of the major problems and issues that you might find during an inspection. So buyers are always nervous, they're not sure. Once again, we always want to encourage buyers to attend the inspections because you learn so much about the house. And you said you attended an inspection where Vince was there.
Vinny was there, yeah.
He was very...
Yep, it was a house in Whitehall. He was really great with the buyers. They were first-time home buyers, so they didn't have a lot about what was going on. They didn't know a lot about it, and he was great. Made them feel really comfortable and answered all their questions, which is awesome.
Did he answer any of them in Italian? He speaks some Italian.
No, we didn't know he spoke Italian at the time.
So then, what's the number one problem you might say of what you see in home inspections?
All right, so the number one problem in any home that you may walk into is the number one combatant for a homeowner is water. All right, water will always find its place into a home. So when we go down to a basement or a crawl space, we evaluate the perimeter foundation of the home, inside and out. We identify any key areas where water may make its way into the perimeter foundation. All right, and it could be something as simple as adding gutters to a home, right? Getting the drainage ditches away from the home, because what will happen is if you have a gabled roof or a shed style roof, water will just waterfall and beat against the foundation, and water will make its way in. So then we get a new homeowner coming in to a situation where they go into the crawl space or basement with me, and they start getting nervous and freaking out. So
it could be simple.
It's a simple fix. So what I typically do is I'll take the buyer and walk them around the property and not only point out discrepancies, but also educate.
Yes.
You know, this way, once the education is down and they get our reports from Comfort Spec, that report also serves as a homeowner manual.
Yes.
Right? So once they take possession of the home, they can use our reports to find key areas of the home, like, oh, where was the main water shut off? Oh, let's refer back to the homeowner's report. Go back through inspection. Oh, there it is. You know, downstairs in a closet behind behind the water heater.
I tell every buyer that I have that this isn't just a report for you to ask the seller to fix something. That's not what it's for. It's for you for when after you own the home and you can refer back to it. So it's something you want to keep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Are you a vet?
Yes, I am.
What branch?
Oh, wow.
Marine Corps.
I thought you were a jarhead. He looks like a jarhead. Now let me tell you something. Only fellow vets can call Marines jarheads. I was in the Army. I was an MP. So with full respect and honor, thank you for serving.
Thank you.
In case you're wondering what I was staring at this cat. I know, they're like, what is she looking at?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's really good because when you've got
a first-time home.
What did you do in the Marines?
Well, in the Marine Corps, my first MOS was I was a light arms tech. I was an armorer, fixed small arms, M16s, M9s, yes. Then after that, I went on to artillery for a little bit.
Wow.
Then from artillery, I went to combat instruction.
So if you see a house that isn't good, you just blow it up.
I don't think the agents would appreciate that.
If we need one, blow it up. We're just having fun here to make it light. Because when buyers are going to a home inspection, especially if it's their first, any buyer, any house, even if it's your fifth house, you're nervous about what's going to find out. So having someone who is honest and dedicated, hardworking, that was my point in bringing out what he did in the military. There's minimal training for home inspection sometimes, but inspectors have been doing it a while and are honest and forthright with everything that they're seeing. That causes them to rise to the top.
Yep, and it's completely worth the amount that you pay for it.
The inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. What do you think would be the number 2 problem?
Okay, so number 2 problem, I would say, is attic ventilation.
Really?
Yes.
Number 2.
Yep. Because that seems to be the number 1 question that we get calls into the office. Hey, there was some staining in the attic on the sheathing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, and why is it called organic staining?
Sheathing is those plywood, sheets of plywood under the top.
Yes.
We're used to some words that maybe somebody watching doesn't
Yep.
know.
So when we go into an attic or crawl space and you look up, you'll see a series of sheathing, which is plywood. All right. So if an attic doesn't have proper ventilation and a cross breeze or a crossway, what'll happen is you'll start to get some staining, some moisture staining build up. And what happens is you get your cold air from outside, your warm air from inside, you're constantly battling, and they form that organic staining. I would always recommend baffles being installed, pulling back the insulation, install the baffle so you can create a nice breezeway. All right? Ridge venting. Always keep your ridge venting clear. And
That's the vent on the top of the roof. Like sometimes if you see a roof like this and it's got a little strip across the top, that's a ridge vent. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
I'll be like your translator.
Yes. My official home inspection translator. Anybody else do sign language?
For the deaf buyers.
Yes. And then we have our gable vents. Gable vents usually sit on the sides of the home. And actually I like the gable vents because they create a nice cross breeze through the home. So that seems to be the number 2 issue on phone calls on why
it's happening.
it's happening. Yes.
Very good.
We're gonna wrap it up. Do you have anything else you'd like to point out when we're talking about the topic of main issues, main concerns?
Well, I mean, when people think home inspection, unfortunately, it has a stigma. You know, it has that, oh God, home inspection, here we go. All right. So when you're out there shopping for a home inspection, hopefully Comfort Spec Home Inspection is your first choice.
What was the name of that?
Comfort Spec Home Inspection Services is your first choice. It should not only be educational, it should also be fun, you know, and try to get rid of the stigma attached to it. It's an educational process. We try to get everybody on board and walking through. It's kind of like, you know, a grown-up field trip. All right, folks.
I like that.
You know? All right, folks, get your permission slips ready. We're going outside.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Put your booties on.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. No,
That's
no.
awesome.
Vince, you did really good at this. You said this was your first video, but
Yes.
I don't think we're buying it. But you said you speak a little Italian, so before we let you go, give us a little Italian.
Not enough to just put me on the spot
Aw,
here. Come on.
come
No.
Not even a word.
Not even a word.
Have
I
a good
can't.
day. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Happy Easter.
No.
All right.
Dang.
If any of you know, Italian, feel free to comment on these Italian. I think the Google thing now we can figure out.
Translate.
No,
Yeah.
no curse words.
I think they're the only ones I know.
And speaking of a veteran, I'm pointing at Vince's arm, not being strange. We do offer reduced commissions to all vets, first responders, pastors. Is there something else? No, I guess that's it. So, teachers. If you're a teacher and you're watching this, even though you're not on the poster, we did that for when school was starting. If you're a teacher and would like a reduced commission, you
Let
give
us
us
know.
a call.
We're your people.
Aww. Even Vince now is one of your people. So
Yes.
you want to hit that?
Oh, you can visit our YouTube channel and you can see all of our past videos and upcoming videos on there.
The
You just type
videos,
in Castlegate Realty and it will come up.
the
But
videos from when we did wing tasting. Our
all of
first,
our educational.
our first one, which was absolutely the funniest and the one we're most ashamed of, but we still let it up there because it was hilarious.
Because you see growth process.
Oh, yes.
Growth.
Yeah,
We
and
would-
you can search for different things like inspector videos, first time home buyer videos, all of that good stuff will be on there to be helpful for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my watch.
She's done
And do you want to hit that?
And be sure to take a few moments out to like the video and share the video. It helps generate the buzz with Castlegate and the agents here at the office who do incredible work.
and comfort spec, and most importantly, let people know that might be buying a home in the near future. Thanks for joining us. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want it to end. Have a good Thursday night, everybody.